is a joy to be back for our Sunday evening class. Thrilled to get to be here for this. It has turned into one of my favorite parts of the week, getting to come and just listen to you guys give your lessons. It's just been a real joy. And so I've been looking forward to this one. Sometimes they're last minute, but I knew on Monday morning that Stacy was the lady for the hour tonight for her assignment. So I'm going to ask Miss Stacy Anthony to come up, give her assignment, and go about 15 to 30 minutes, all right? Talk slow. All right, we've had one so far that's made it over the 15-minute threshold. So come on up and you can give your lesson.
Do you want to pray for me, Mom?
Dear Lord, we just thank you that we can gather here tonight and just come together and worship and praise you and sing to you, Lord. I just lift Stacy up to you, Father. Just give her the confidence she needs. Give her the words to say. Just take the fear away and give her peace of mind. I know it's going to be wonderful, Lord. Just be with her, and we just love you, praise you.
Okay. All right. I don't have a title because I'll be honest, I didn't really want to do it. This is something very personal to me that I haven't shared. That for a long time I haven't wanted to share, but my main verse, if you'll turn to Proverbs 16:3. And Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit thy works unto the Lord, and thy thoughts will be established." It is a very desirable thing to have our thoughts established. We don't want them tossed, put into a hurry by unsettling fears and anxieties. We want to go in an even steady course of honesty, not being disturbed or put out of frame by any event or change. There is an inherent desire in all of us to be satisfied that all shall work for good and all shall be easy and calm. And my first main point is out of 2 Timothy 1:12, which I've titled God's Method for Establishing Our Thoughts and Works. And 2 Timothy 1:12 says, "For the which cause I also suffer these things. Nevertheless, I am not ashamed, for I know whom I have believed, and am persuaded that he is able to keep that is which I have committed unto him against this day." The greatest concern of my soul, and of any of our souls, should be total commitment to the grace of God. And for me, I must have, and then I must depend on submission to the conduct of that grace. And that means I have to surrender my thoughts and all of my anxieties. And like we talked about this morning, the idea that I deserved it. I endured years of manipulation, mental and physical abuse, and was in constant fear for mine and Wyatt's safety. That sent me into a downward spiral, and I found myself submitting to the flesh instead of the Lord. And once I committed all of my outward concerns from me, and I laid it upon God, I found it easier to take that burden and roll that care away from me and lay it upon him. And that let me heal on the inside and heal on the outside in front of my son, my family, and my friends, to show them that even imperfect me can be transformed by a perfect God. And my second point is out of Job 5:8. And that says, "I would seek unto God, and unto God I would commit my cause." This is not just the workings of my hands and any physical labor that I do. This is the inner workings of my heart. Daily, I go to work with an incorrect attitude and the thought of how can I win the brownie points today? How can I show administration, my coworkers, that I deserve the recognition, the public thank you, employee of the month? How can I show them that they can't do it without me? But in all honesty, who cares? I must lay the matter before him in prayer, asking before I even get out of the car to help me have and keep my total submission to him. If I ask the Lord to help me perform in a way that glorifies him, the rest will fall into place. My third point, I've titled it, His Will Be Done, and that is out of Psalm 37, 4-5. And that says, Delight thyself in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way unto the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass. Commitment is more than just a ritual. It is a stance of dependence. By looking to God for wisdom, our decisions and our tasks flourish in ways that truly benefit us and honor God. This aligns with the teaching that abiding in God's will leads us to fruitfulness. This means letting go of being just a Sunday service pew sitter, letting go of the negative thought of not wanting to attend events or participate in acts of service, because I'm not an official member of this church, so why should I bother? What does it matter? But when I fully resolve that whatever pleases God pleases me, I will be able to rest easy. And in closing, I have a verse out of 1 Peter 5:7. Casting all your care upon him, for he careth for you. If God is involved from the start, I invite his guidance and his enabling power. I must wholly submit my efforts to the Lord and reshape my perspective. When I align with his priorities and not mine, then what I do will gain eternal value, and I will be blessed with his sustaining presence.